Hello, fellow true crimers. It is Crime with Ashley here, and I am Ashley, and I am back with another case. Really fast, I wanted to do a quick disclaimer. I'm gonna have it in the description bar, like I usually do. My apology, but this weird little Filmora thing, I know it's gonna be about right here. I am so sorry that that is all over the video. I currently am using the Filmora 9 to edit my videos so that they're better for you guys and they're better quality because I want to put out the best that I can. Um, However, right now we are gonna have to deal with the Filmora. I'm not sure how much longer, but it shouldn't mess with the quality of my videos. It's just a little bar right here, and if you just bear with me, it's not gonna be there forever. I promise I'm gonna get rid of it. I just need to have my footing a little bit better in YouTube before I really invest money and a lot of money into YouTube. Okay, so this case that we're getting into today, it is the Laronda Jolly case, and like I said, it happened very, very recently. At least I hope I said that. It did happen very recently. In fact, it just happened October the 21st, 2020 is when everything hit the fan, basically, is just 9 days ago. So we're going to go ahead and get into the case, and I hope that everybody enjoys. And I also hope that this time you may consider leaving a comment and discussing the case with me because I am just floored. I really don't know what to think about this case. I don't know if foul play is involved. I kind of feel like it could be, but then again, I just don't know because I discovered a lot of things. So we're going to go ahead and get into it. Okay, so October the 21st, 2020 is when this. I also wanted to say that this case was done in Nashville, Tennessee. It was in Nashville, Tennessee, and I want to include the apartment building here that she was found in because it looks like a normal apartment building, and I wanted to be clear that this was in Nashville, Tennessee. So was discovered, but we're going to go back a little bit. So I tried to find as much background information on Laronda Jolly as I could so that we could get a better picture of what kind of person she was, what kind of life she led, what kind of happened to her. Well, I didn't really find a lot, sadly, but I did find that she was a very, very sweet person, like her whole life. And she was 56 years old when she passed. So 56 years old, that's still pretty young in my eyes. I think she definitely had 20 more years in her. I feel like she could have lived longer for sure. She was still young. So young-ish. So, she was very sweet. Everybody said that she lit up a room, that she was just somebody that as soon as you talked to her, you just really liked her, you wanted to be near her, and she just had a way about her. She had 4 children, and all 4 of her children actually are special needs. That is a factor into this case, a huge one. Laronda Jolly was the caretaker of her 4 adult children. I could not, for whatever reason, find their names. I tried. I'm sure there's a reason that it's not out there because they are under the care of Adult Protective Services, and no charges have been filed on these kids. I keep saying kids. They're not kids. They're older than I am. They're in their 20s and 30s. They're late 20s and 30s. But for sake of argument, I keep saying the kids. So that's who they are, the kids. They're not. She was the caretaker for her 4 adult children. Their ages are 27, 27, 27, and 30. So they're two 27-year-olds. The middle children are twins, and then there are 2 girls. So there's 2 boys and 2 girls. Um, they lived with their mother their whole lives, obviously, because they were special needs. They are special needs. And okay, now this is where everything gets a little crazy. Okay. So we're going to enter in Anthony Jolly at this point. Anthony Jolly is Laronda Jolly's brother. Now, the reason that he's significant is because he's kind of the whistleblower of Laronda Jolly's case because he actually had a welfare check in August 2020 done for his sister that resulted in nothing because they couldn't find her. And there's a reason they couldn't find her. But it resulted in nothing. And he was really upset because he hadn't spoken to his sister, like physically spoken to his sister since 2017. And he believes that she's actually been dead since 2017. And the crazy part, you guys, is on October 21st, 2020, I keep looking like I don't know the date. October 21st, 2020, they found a body buried underneath clothes on a bed. But not just anybody, a skeleton. This woman has been living. This woman had been in the house dead with her kids for at least 2 years. 2 years. Okay? So her brother was on to something. And there was a reason he hadn't spoken to her since 2017. And he said that every time he would call, she was either asleep or she wasn't there. And he believes that a few times when he thought he was actually talking to his sister at the very beginning of all this, he thinks it was actually one of his nieces impersonating her mother, which is where everything gets a little, why were they, is that true? Why was she impersonating her? But, I mean, she was mentally, okay, Laronda Jolly was discovered, like I said, in her bed underneath a pile of clothes and stuff. Piles of clothes and stuff is what I kept seeing for 2 years. You know, that's the crazy part about the case is that she was just discovered in by her landlord, actually, because he came to serve her an eviction notice on that day and they found the body and everything. And that's when all of this broke wide open. And Anthony was saying that he believes that this whole time has they've been just doing it on purpose. Like his nieces and nephews have been purposely keeping his sister away because they did something to her. And it's very important to note because I was into Laronda Jolly's background. She did have a history of seizures that her brother Anthony was not aware of. He said he wasn't aware of her having seizures. We're not going to do this today. She had seizures. Oh my God. Seizures. He didn't know, but she had them. It was in her medical records. Doctors saw her for them. She took medication for them. She had seizures. So basically, she died. Nobody knows how she died. Okay, I want to point that out because I've been kind of all over the place with this case because it's just, how do you die in a house full of your kids and nobody know, like what did you die of? Because they had said when they asked, because obviously the children were asked, how come you didn't go to authorities, or how come you, whenever somebody called, didn't just say the truth? And they said it's because their mother said, I'm sleeping, don't let anybody know anything, just, whoop-de-whoop, leave me alone. It's to die, basically. They said that she had said something about that. Just leave her alone if she died, to not let anybody know. And that's what they were doing. They were following their mother's wishes. Now, why would she tell her kids, if something happens to me, don't tell nobody? Like why would she say that? And I don't want to say that 4 mentally handicapped individuals murdered their mother, but you had to stay in a house for at least 2 years with a decaying body. And I don't believe she died 2 years ago. I'm with her brother Anthony, and I think she died at the beginning of 2017. I think she's been dead about 3 years. Because there's just no way. Because her friends, her family all say that the last time anybody physically saw her was the beginning of 2017. Nobody has seen her since then. And that's why the only person, though, that I've seen that thinks the kids had anything to do with it at all was Anthony. Anthony thinks that the 4 mentally disabled children, the adult children that Laronda was taking care of, could possibly have done something because they lied so much. He thinks they could be lying about this too. But I saw other people like the police and friends say that the system failed the kids and that they don't think that they did it. They don't think that there was foul play involved. That they were just doing what their mom said to just leave her be and to not let anybody bother her. And they think that she might have died of natural causes. I'm not sure what natural causes she could have died of besides her medical conditions, but I mean, it's very plausible that she did. She did die. But again, why would you not say something? That's just the craziest part about this case is she's dead. And she's been dead, decaying in the bed, and they piled clothes on top of her body. They piled clothes on top of her body. I understand that they're not all the way there. I get it. But I literally just watched What's Eating Gilbert Grape not that long ago. And I'm not going to, you can't really compare Leonardo DiCaprio to somebody with, real mental illness, mental handicaps. But I mean, anybody is going to know something is wrong. And even if they were following her wishes, okay, we'll say they're following her wishes. She didn't want nobody to bother her or whatever. Why would you pile clothes on top of your mom? You know? I just feel like that's a little. Why would you do that? Stupid cars. Sorry. Stupid car went by, distracting me for a second. I actually wanted to add one more thing, too. Because the reason I say, because we're getting into my opinion now. You guys basically know the case. Laronda Jollys was discovered dead on October 21st, 2020. She had been dead at least 2 years. There's no cause of death, no motive. The police don't believe her kids are involved. Some family members believe they are. I personally believe they are. But that's the case. Now, the speculation comes into, again, if they did it or not. And I fully think they did. Because you just don't pile clothes on top of your mom. You don't just go on Facebook. Yeah, she went on Facebook. One of the daughters went on Facebook, posted a Facebook post and said, "My mom's sick. We don't have any money for food. Please help." And also, how can you be a Facebook friend of this woman and see this and not go to the house and check on your friend? Like, how do you do that? If I saw one of my friend's kids post a video talking about my mom is sick, we ain't got no way to pay the bills, we have no food, nothing, I would definitely go over and check on them. I would check on my friend, see what she's sick about, see if she needs to go to the doctor. I just feel like, how is this woman who works? Because that's why they made that Facebook post. She worked to take care of them. She was the only money coming into that house. How does a working mother actually go missing for so long and nobody go and find her sooner than this? It just makes me a little bit angry. Not even a little bit angry, actually a lot of it angry. I can't believe Laronda Jollys was just laying there in her bed and not one person from her life decided to come. And I will say this because there's a little details that I want to mention before I get any of the comments below, hopefully, that I get talking about this case. First off, Anthony Jollys, the brother, claims that him and his sister didn't have the greatest relationship. So that's why he stayed away. Otherwise, he would have checked on her sooner. So that's his, I'm sorry, excuse. I understand you don't have a good relationship with her, but I'm going to give it 5. After about the 5th time of me calling to talk to my sister, and my niece is like, she's asleep or she's not here, you better put my sister on the phone or I'm about to come over there and you are not gonna like me. I want to talk to my sister now. So I don't understand why nobody could do that for Laronda, because I would have. And it really upsets me. And that's pretty much the case. I'm following this case, by the way. There will be an update. I will be updating as much as I can because, like I said, there is no motive, there's no cause of death, there's no charges being filed. Her kids are in the custody of Adult Protective Services. They're living their lives. The only person that isn't is Laronda. But I mean, they've been living their lives for the past few years and she hasn't. So they're just basically day-to-day activities. How did they survive for the last few years? That's another thing too that makes me think, like, what? Like, they can't work and they need to be taken care of. And they made a Facebook post about needing help. How did you pay rent and get food and things that you needed to get? Clearly, they weren't paying rent that great because they were getting evicted, but at least food, because you got to have food to live. So they were getting food from somewhere, money from somewhere, and I'm just like, you couldn't tell somebody that, your mom's still laying in the bed, like they were aware she was dead. They just left her there. But before I go, because we are done with the case, and I wish it was a little bit longer of a case, but like I said, this is all the details that I could find about it, and it was a little bit sporadic. I just really wanted to get this video out because I just found her story, and I was flabbergasted by it. But I have a couple of things to say now that we're done with the story, and if you want to keep watching, great. First off, my next video, maybe not even my next video, but hopefully a very soon upcoming video, I'm actually going to be having a family member on my channel. Well, she's going to be talking to me and giving me details and things that I need about her brother's case. Hopefully, because she's talking to her mom and getting everything, squared away. But I very, very much hope that I can help, because that is exactly why I started my YouTube channel. Because I actually am part of a true crime group on Facebook, which is where I actually found this case, the Laronda Jollys case, and because it was so current. And this woman posted about the fact that her brother's case remained unsolved and everything, and she was asking what she could do. And everybody was telling her about Kendall Ray, who's amazing, and Bailey Sarian, who's great. Like, I love Bailey. Okay, sorry. But they were telling her all about them, and I'm just like, I see it. I want to help you. I know I only have 19 subscribers, but my 19 subscribers would love to help too. We'd love to know about your brother and what happened. I'd love to help. And she actually reached out to me and said that she would love if I did a video. She just needs to talk to her mom. And yes, so that is in the works, and I hope that it all works out for me and for her and for the family, because I really, really want to help them. Also, another thing that I wanted to say besides that was I have an official upload schedule. I will be uploading every Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday. And maybe I might sprinkle some more videos in there throughout the week. We'll see what cases pop up, because if I see a case that you guys need to know about, like this one, I'm going to make a video. And it may not be on a Tuesday, Wednesday, or Friday. So we'll see on that. But for sure, you can expect a video on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday. It's going to be my mission to get a video up, a great video, because all I do is true crime. That's me, true crime, and mommy, and that's Ashley. That's all I got for you. So that's happening. Also, I finally made some social media again. I was kind of a social media hermit before YouTube, which is kind of weird considering what I'm doing. But I made a Twitter, and I reopened or logged back in to my Instagram that I never touched. And I will be linking my channel names below, because I'm not really sure how to put them in yet. Where everybody has like the things where you can click. I'm not sure how to do that yet. I will definitely link everything below, and if you can take a couple of minutes to go and follow me on those. I obviously make posts on there now throughout the day, and I also, every time I have a video, I post the video, my schedule. It's just to keep up with me, keep up with the channel, and everything like that. So you don't have to subscribe to any of those if you don't want to. It's just an option. I'm not trying to push all of them, but I do want everybody to know that I do have social media now, and I'm super excited about it because I feel all professional. So I think that's it, you guys. I really hope that you enjoyed this again, I keep saying the same word, but it's true, because I just feel very sporadic today. I just feel like I'm all over the place. It's already after 12 and I'm just now recording, so bear with me like we're always doing. We're just bearing with Ashley all the time, and I love you guys. All 19 of you. We're finally at 19. I can't believe it. We're almost at 20. One more person and we'll get to 20. I feel like we are so close to 100 subscribers already. It's insane. Oh, before I go, I cannot believe that I forgot. There's this YouTube channel that I'm going to link below. His name is Mr. Purple Zero. He actually told the Laronda Jollys case, and he told it so well. I really like his videos. I'm putting him in here because I don't think he's a true crime YouTuber. I looked at some of his other content and I didn't see kind of the same thing, but he does do current events from what it looks like. And Laronda Jollys is a current event, and I just wanted to give him credit where credit's due, because a lot of what I put in my video actually came from his video, because he told the story and I listened to it. So Mr. Purple Zero, I'm going to be linking his YouTube below. Well, the YouTube video that I specifically watched about Laronda Jollys. Go check him out. Show him some love. He may not be a new YouTuber like me, but YouTubers got to stick together, and credit where credit's due. So thank you so much for watching. It has been Crime with Ashley, and I hope that you enjoyed this video, and I hope that you look up the Laronda Jollys case for yourself, and we're going to keep up with it together and see what's going on. Don't forget to comment below and let me know what you think. Bye, everybody.